Hey, how's it going? I'm Dan, and we're gonna play some Flips Escape. I played this in another video, but it was on the iPhone 5S, and the game has not been updated to take advantage of that screen. Since I haven't seen anything from that developer, I'm not sure we're ever gonna see any updates to that. This is on the iPad. The size of the screen changes a little bit. It changes the gameplay a bit. And actually, with the different size screen, it really throws you off because you're bouncing left and right, but not at the edges like you do on the iPhone or iPod Touch. It kind of just bounces on this invisible wall, and it's kind of tough to get used to. So if this is your first time seeing Flips Escape, it is a sequel to The Last Rocket, which is kind of like a puzzle platformer type game. I don't know, it's pretty cool. But this takes place after the end of the game, or after that game. So it's a spiritual sequel, as they called it. And you are escaping this supernova, or this big explosion that keeps coming up behind you. You collect these stars that rotate around these little planets. And you can see, you'll see when I collect a star, see I have like a shield that builds up. When it's red, I can actually run into one of these little planets, one of these moons, without taking any damage, or without dying. And that kills off my shield, and I can just collect more stars to build that shield back up. However, if I play well and I don't hit any of these planets, and I keep collecting stars, oh, there it goes. I lost my shield. So you can see it went back down to blue again, back down to blue, and it's always depleting. So it's like, see that? Well, okay, so if I get my shield all the way up, then I enter warp mode, and I tap quickly on the screen, and that will give me more of these diamonds that I'm collecting, more of the gems. And every time you enter warp speed, or the more stars you collect, your ship goes faster and faster, so eventually it gets kind of out of control. This explosion from behind you catches up to you, and you don't want to get hit by that, obviously, because that is the way you die. There is no end game to this, as far as I know. You just fly forever, so it's like an endless runner, endless flyer, whatever you want to call it. You can see it's getting quite fast. However, a little trick, a little pro tip, if you're getting too fast and you have some shield, hit one of those little moons or planets, and that'll slow you down. Make sure you have a shield when you do that, otherwise you so you can see that supernova, or this explosion, is catching up to me, because I was 6 warps. That's pretty good. And so basically, you don't have to tap when you're in the warp speed. But if you do, you collect more of the diamonds. Because basically the explosion is causing these unlocking these diamonds in the moons, or in the planets here. The faster I move through hyperspace, the more of these moons I'm gonna crash into, or, destroy, and collect diamonds. This is not looking good. Still getting used to the invisible walls that you bounce off of here. Ah, there I died. Alright, so that is Flip's Escape. It's the spiritual sequel to The Last Rocket. You can buy diamonds with in-app purchases from $1 to $2 to $3 to $5. 50,000 diamonds is enough to buy both of these extra ships, which is pretty good. Or you can just buy these power-ups. This is a pretty good one to buy early on. It's the stowaway, and this little mouse rides on the outside of your ship, and like it says, it earns 1 diamond for every 10 lights, years, whatever that unit is. For every 10 light bulbs you travel, you get a diamond. So it's kind of just like you are constantly earning diamonds, so that will help you increase them faster. It doesn't sync your scores between devices, so my awesome high scores in my iPhone version did not carry over. You can also check your game center. There's some achievements. I feel like I've played this a lot, and I feel like I'm alright at the game, but I've only gotten 10,000 light years. That's what they are, light years. But you can see they have an achievement for 250,000 light years. I don't know how long you have to play for that to get that, but that's crazy. And to warp 250 times, I don't know. Who's playing this? But there's, these different achievements. And of course, Game Center leaderboards. You can see that I am. These guys, I don't know if they're cheaters or what, but I'm not really competing on the global friend list, or the global leaderboards. Alright, so anyway, yeah, this is Flip's Escape. It's universal. This is the iPad version. It's also playable on like an iPhone or iPod Touch. Just be warned that it is not updated for the widescreen, or in this case, the tall screen of those devices. Maybe not as good that way. Alright, thanks for watching.